We've been doing a lot of setup. We've got food because we're in it for 1 hour and 40 minutes. I didn't tell you about this. So
Charlie, how could you?
not a two-part special, but a one-part special that's quite long.
Wait, are you serious?
1 hour and 40 minutes.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
I was joking!
We did have a bit of a disaster. It did start auto-playing.
Oh, did
How much did you see?
I didn't see anything.
Okay, perfect. We've been watching Doctor Who since the beginning for how long?
Well, we started in I think July of 2016.
Something like that. Yeah, it's been over 3 years.
Yes.
And we've made it 20 years in the show. That was season 20 we've just watched. And as a little special, what they did was every story had a returning villain.
Every story
in the last season that we've just had. So Arc of Infinity, Omega came back. Snake Dance, the Mara came back. Then we had the Black Guardian trilogy, and then the Master came back. And now...
Yeah, I guess... And now...
We've got this. Are you ready?
No.
One day, I shall come back. Yes, I shall come back.
Ah! William Hartnell's the villain.
He's come back to terrorise the galaxy.
Oh! Okay! What?! Yes! Oh, it's been so long! Oh, right. Okay. Many years ago, I did see this story, but I honestly can't remember much outside of the fact that there's 5 doctors. So
really?
I mean, it could be about 5 doctors as in, you know...
It's the 5 real doctors, they're just GPs.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I can barely remember the story otherwise, so this is basically me seeing it for the first time.
I hope your memory's working well.
Oh, it's new!
It's a new TARDIS.
Oh, a new console.
Okay.
Looks neat. Yeah, it's not really...
No.
Who is it?
He's called Richard Hurndall. William Hartnell died by this point.
Yeah. And now he's a figure.
Yes. They made a killing on the merchandise for this one.
Just civilian life.
Yep.
We just saw him. It's not as
So this had been before Mordrin?
in his timeline.
Yeah, what's the timeline?
Yes?
Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt. Someone's arrived.
Okay.
I'm not expecting anyone.
I'm sorry, sir. You're not allowed in there. Not allowed? Me?
I'm
I'm
allowed
allowed everywhere. I was able to steer the TARDIS. And here I am.
Oh, it's all right.
My replacement. Yes, mine was pretty unpromising, too. Come along, Doctor. We'll take a stroll around the grounds.
I've missed Patrick Troughton.
Awfully sorry about this. Excuse me for a moment.
You've had this place redecorated, haven't you?
Barely looks different from the 3
Come on,
doctors.
Doctor.
Do you see the reference there? You need to listen in this
I
one.
know.
He said, "You've had this place redecorated. I don't like it."
Oh.
Who was that strange little man?
The Doctor.
Who?
Oh, it saved the brig too.
Everything's quite alright.
Really? Oh my goodness. Brought Bessie back as well as Jim. Is this the original effect?
Yeah. Okay. I think there are an updated one, but I don't have it.
Danger, mistress. What? I can sense danger, mistress. Telepathic trace faint but rapidly increasing in strength. Do not go.
Bringing back everybody! I don't remember
Data
this.
not yet available.
I mean, I don't remember a lot of the story, but...
What don't you remember?
Oh,
Oh, right.
Sarah
from-
Jane Smith, okay,
mistress. Data analysis shows too many variables.
And of course, the only reason Sarah Jane has K9 is from K9 and Company.
It's true. You can't ignore it.
Doctor.
As you marvel,
Ah, yeah, just like in the
Dr. Jeffries?
previous story.
Well,
Owen
Was it?
Sharda had not been broadcast, so this is actually from Sharda.
One of the greatest labourers in the history of Earth. It's so
Oh, right. Like, actually,
This
the
clip
thing
is from Sharda, yeah.
Oh, definitely me.
Oh, okay.
For every action,
So do you see that? Something went wrong with the Fourth Doctor's thing.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, so Tom Baker's actually not in this.
Oh,
He
right.
didn't want to be in it.
Why not?
So he thought he'd left too soon. It wasn't long enough for him to come back.
Oh. Oh, right. Okay.
So they used that clip from Sharda instead, which no one else would have seen because it was never broadcast. So,
Ah.
shame.
Clever and... Yeah, clever and a bit sad.
Yeah.
Tom was in the show long enough. He doesn't need this. More trouble.
He didn't need to be in any more.
No, I mean this particular. I don't know.
I understand why he said that.
Leading away.
May I ask who's doing the music?
Peter Howell.
Be cool if they got Dudley back.
That would be so cool.
The ultimate reunion.
Yeah.
Okay. Guessing we're back with the... Yep. Yep. Ah,
Lord President,
it continues.
Castellan.
Regeneration. A complete new life cycle.
That's what he's been wanting the whole time.
What must I do? Rescue the Doctor.
Okay.
Susan. Surely it's Susan.
has started.
Is that actually Carolyn Thornton?
Yes, it is.
The
Whoa!
important question now is, where are we and why? We were brought here.
Oh, yeah, it looks...
Run, grandfather.
What is going on? How did I forget all this?
You didn't. You just needed this to remind you.
The cosmos without the Doctor scarcely bears thinking about. Are in the
It's interesting that even the Master
The time
doesn't want
pressure.
the Doctor to not
They
exist.
converge.
Who's he going to annoy?
True.
And you can get me into the zone.
Oof.
Oh.
Oh, I even broke the wall. Oh dear.
Ugh.
Goodness, I have barely any food left.
Yeah.
Something moving.
Oh. Not quite the invasion, but I'll take it. You're right.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, no.
Oh no. A small incline.
I mean, you could get it.
Why do that when you can have a car drag you?
But you became all,
Teeth and curls?
yes.
Yes, maybe I did, but I haven't yet.
I don't.
I can't believe I don't remember this.
Yeah. Neither can I.
So much is happening. Like, just
Right. You ready?
we're bringing back every iconic thing from Doctor Who.
Goodness me! The TARDIS!
What's it doing here?
I suggest we go and find out.
He's only just about conscious.
Oh boy. You're gonna find something out.
Who are you?
More to the point, what are you young people doing inside my TARDIS?
It's TARDIS.
And who might he be, the Doctor? Good grief. I am the Doctor. The original, you might say.
You shouldn't be here at the same time.
Kind of.
Here?
There may have been some
Yeah,
before.
that happens in the gravest emergencies. You know, I sometimes used to get a little tetchy. Possibly one knows with age. Tell her now.
I just realised how great that is.
Yeah.
And now, young fellow, Dr. Wick.
What's that? No,
Oh, of course.
no, it couldn't be. Do you feel so? Stolen then? I'll return it to the first opportunity.
No, we can't leave him.
You just watch me.
You knew the trouble. The master plan. Yeah, because Sarah Jane
Now, as
was
far as I
like
can make out,
was
there
in
are
the
three
show.
entrances,
Never met the master.
Yeah, right
One
after
below,
and before the
and the
master.
main door
Yeah.
here.
No news from the master.
Did you really think that there would be?
Maybe it wasn't the best idea trusting him.
I should have said an android.
I know,
Or
officer.
Leela. Leela would have got him out.
Oh yeah.
You said this chap Rassilon was dead.
Oh, we're going to the tower.
We are?
The Marcus way.
Because the mountains are between us and the tower, sir. That's why.
Not going to be easy.
No, it'll take far too long.
Of course, the third Doctor never met the Cybermen.
Ah, that's
You think we'll
true.
take long to reach the tower?
Until today.
Are they the Earth
Not
Shockers?
without
Yes.
reason, it's called the get out.
Sorry, mustache.
Susan, come on.
Oh.
Can you walk?
Again? Seriously?
It's a callback.
Could have at least been off a cliff face or something.
Why couldn't she have tripped off a cliff?
a very low level cliff.
Quite a reception committee.
Well, President, institute an immediate and rigorous search for Castellan's office.
I'm so disappointed Colin Baker didn't walk in.
When the tower is in our hands, it will be destroyed.
I'm right over here. I can hear you.
I think I like the sound of the Cybermen a bit more this time.
Hmm.
Yeah, compared to Earthshock.
Okay.
Most perfect killing machine ever devised.
It isn't armed.
Might want to rethink that.
Their armaments are built in.
Looks a little bit like the Chameleon. But a lot more lively. Should have been like a freeze frame.
It's at the end of a sitcom. It jumps up.
Yeah. The credits roll.
Freeze energy.
And kindly refrain from addressing me as Doc.
I wonder how much Doctor Who Terrence Dicks will
As you can
watch
see, Lord President,
To prepare for this.
to prepare for this.
You were
With all these references.
Marathon
Where was
everywhere.
No, not the Mind Probe.
Let me speak to him, Doctor.
mind field will give us all the answers we require.
Oh, they got that quickly set up. Already. Oh no!
We've seen what it is.
Hurry up, Doctor. It's trying to take us out.
Chili babies.
It's not a Yeti. Okay.
What's that, Tom?
Very brutal. Even if it is the cyber. Okay.
resourceful, Doctor.
Now you can look down. Okay, it's
Here.
not that ridiculous.
How do you reckon we get in?
Amazing throws.
How long do you plan to play pitch and toss?
Patience, child.
Don't continue.
Doctor! Doctor, this way.
Mike? Mike Yates? How did you get here?
Same way as you. Liz Shaw is here, too. Good heavens.
Oh my word. Oh,
Liz,
come
any
on.
more of you?
Someone you should know very well. Come and see for yourself.
Well, not that little fellow on the check.
Just when I thought they were done.
And more the reply with.
Now, your phantoms! Illusions of the mind!
Yeah, I was just about to say. Yeah.
Doctor?
Never mind, false alarm.
It wasn't Benton.
Sarah?
No, we haven't seen
What are you
it.
talking about? Listen.
The zip wire's still in.
Can you imagine the Cybermen using it to go across?
Jeremy! So, it's me back, Doctor? Why, what's happening?
Don't come any closer.
No, it's not them though.
A force field? We're sincere about that. No, don't, Doctor. You can't kill illusions. You're not real. Time Lords erased your memory of the period you spent with me. So how do you know who we are?
That's true.
Answer!
Just bam. This thing. Well, we still get seeing them
You want
again.
to get home? Of course. That is why we are here. The little fellow is perfectly all right, thank you very much. Of course I'm here. You don't imagine everything you two could do would stop me, do you?
The three doctors are back together.
I, Gary Frey, the ancient language of the Time Lords. Not many people understand these days. Fortunately, I do.
Oh, very interesting, I'm sure, doctors. But
To lose is to win, and he who wins shall lose.
I know what it says. What does it mean? It also promises. And he's willing to share it with whoever takes the ring. Thank you, gentlemen. That is exactly what I needed to know. I came out of the question
You're hardly a suitable candidate.
for anything.
nice to see you again.
I think the Briggs have been waiting a long time to do that.
Probably.
Prepare for detonation.
Oh man, that was a really interesting season.
But we had him in every story.
Yeah.
Tune like. Tune like the one that's been under my nose all the time, perhaps.
You show very little surprise. Can it be that you suspected me?
Not at first.
A little charade fooled me for a while. Yes, it was rather neat, wasn't it? Such a
I
pity
thought-
about the cast.
I thought it was cast.
Then I needed someone to use for a diversion.
I shall be president eternal and rule forever.
It's all making sense.
Well, that's impossible, even for a Time Lord.
Rassilon achieved it.
I've reversed the polarity of the neutron flows, so the target should be free of the force field now.
Good.
I'll try to get through to
Glad you have.
Doctor, are you alright?
Be silent! Be silent, all of you!
He's not
Do
alright.
not move or speak until I give you leave.
Concentrate. We must be one.
This is the game of Rassilon. You believe that the loser deserves the immortality he seeks.
Indeed I do.
He sure has.
Never.
Okay.
Put on the ring.
to lose is to win.
Others
So
have
in
come
winning
to
and
claim
losing.
immortality through the ages. It was given to... Your place is prepared, Lord President. Do you claim immortality too?
No, my lord. Only ask that we be returned to our proper place in time and space. To lose is to win, and he who wins shall lose. It was all part of Rassilon's trap to find out who wanted immortality and put him out of the way. He knew very well that immortality was a curse. It's reassuring to know that my future is in safe hands. Come along, Susan. Goodbye. Fancy pants.
Scarecrow.
Doctor, don't you want your coat?
Splendid fellows, all of you. Dr. Bob, my dear chap, I must say I've had the time of my lives. Haven't we, Sergey?
Have we?
I'm definitely not the man I was. Thank goodness.
Are we all going home together?
That guard looked really unwell. That guard looked really unwell.
Which one?
The one that came down first.
Doctor, you have evaded your responsibilities for far too long. The disqualification of President Barusa leaves a gap at the very summit of the Time Lord hierarchy. There is only one who can take this place.
You have full deputy powers until I return. I shall travel in my TARDIS.
Oh, but
You will
Doctor,
address me by my proper title. I am president, am I not? You will obey my commands. Yes.
Doctor, wait.
It all starts again.
You're deliberately choosing to go on the run from your own people in a rackety old TARDIS?
Why not? After all, that's how it all started.
Indeed. Look at that cast. Oh man, that was a special, wasn't it? Oh wow, what a ride! What a. Alright, yeah. So was this released like just on the BBC? Was this just broadcast
Yes.
like any other episode? But it's like
Yes. It was on the 23rd of November. So it was on the Doctor Who anniversary, 20th anniversary.
the exact day.
Yeah. 1983. It was just a TV special.
Right. Okay. Like a TV movie.
Essentially, yeah. It's an hour and
That's what
40
it
minutes.
felt like.
It's very long.
That is a movie length.
It's a bit too long for me. It's very, very long.
I thought it moved quite quickly. Like compared to a lot of the Doctor Who stories we watched, it felt really sort of it was very sort of engaging. There was a lot going on.
I think it helps that you recognise every single character and every single villain that comes back. But yeah.
I wasn't ready for that much, like, you know, that much calling back and bringing back and all these characters returning. Oh my goodness.
So obviously you've had the first 5 Doctors, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
But we also had, of course, let's just list this out as a recap.
It's a whole list.
We also had Susan, Zoe, Jamie, Liz, Yates, the Brigadier, Sarah Jane, K9, and Tegan Turlow.
Was that them
And
being in it
they're
already?
returning. Yeah, they're not returning.
Yeah.
We also did see Romana.
For a bit.
The Master obviously came back, Daleks, Cybermen, the Yeti.
Yeah.
Barusa came back as well.
Yes, I remember that.
Flavia was also in Arc of Infinity.
Mm-hmm.
We actually saw Rassilon.
Yeah,
Previously,
I think
we'd only ever heard about his sash and his staff and his hat and his cushion and his crown and whatever other garments he had.
Just everything. His entire wardrobe. His entire lineup of shirts.
Exactly.
I mean, aside from all of the appearances, it was a really fantastic story. The whole Game of Rassilon thing. Yeah, I loved it.
It's quite a simple story, but with so many characters each doing something, that's all you need.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why it was really sort of... That's why, even though it is a lot longer than, like, Doctor Who episodes, it still moves really fast, because there's so many different characters to watch.
I know you're a fan of... You're a fan of subplots, where there's a main plot and then there's another one where... And they kind of join up.
Sort of. I guess it's...
You praised that about, like, Earthshock, didn't you? I think.
Like, obviously, you know, things like the Three Doctors had, like, the sort of jokes and stuff about, like, the Doctors being, like, all the different times and, you know, younger, older, you know.
They're very funny.
Yeah, there was the one where it's like you mellow you mellow as you get older. That was great. That was amazing. That was like the ultimate celebration of Doctor Who. For its 20th anniversary. But, like, you know, sometimes, I mean, what was done for the 10th?
The Three Doctors.
That was the 10th anniversary,
Yeah.
okay. Well, yeah, that was good as well, you know, but that was, like, sort of a standard story. But this is, like, full-on, you know, going all out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As I said, it felt like a TV movie of sorts, or just a... Yeah. Because it felt different to, like, obviously we just watched Enlightenment.
Yeah.
Which was all put together. But I mean, I don't know, that did work. That did work as well. But, like, this obviously was much bigger. Sort of
It's
a lot more
massive,
going on.
massive cast.
Yeah, it's
definitely one of the biggest. You know, we recognise everyone, just people turning up. There's Liz and Yates for 10 seconds. Brilliant. So,
I also, like, even though Tom wasn't in it, which is disappointing, I think, you know, the way they sort of included him was actually really clever.
Yeah, I don't think without him actually being there, that's the best you're going to get.
Yeah. It would have been great to see him again, you know. I'm sure he would have made it even better. But, you know, that's what happened.
Yeah, it is. So, some facts. Robert Holmes was initially commissioned to write the special. It initially had the working title The Six Doctors, because it originally included a robot imposter of one of the doctors.
They could have brought Peter Cushing back.
Oh my god. Holmes, however, was unable to come up with a workable script. So Terence Dicks was commissioned to write the piece.
Well, I mean...
ironically, the immediately preceding the Five Doctors was The King's Demons, had a robot character with the ability to impersonate others.
Yeah, that is something that was kind of weird. You know, you bring the chameleon in and then do nothing. He's not even in it.
He's not in it, nope.
Stashed away in the TARDIS.
Yeah. So The Five Doctors was co-produced with the Australian Broadcasting Commission, who put in $60,000 Australian dollars. I didn't know that.
Okay. They really wanted to see it made.
Apparently, Australians love Doctor Who. Oh yeah, so this serial explicitly indicates that in the dialogue that Peter Davison is the fifth Doctor.
Yeah.
Officially discounting the Brain of Morbius Doctors.
Right.
That appear on the screen.
Right.
In case you were wondering.
So,
we'll have to do that quiz again. I got all the answers wrong. If you haven't seen that quiz, go and find it. It's really funny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But, like, so what would that have been then? Some kind of trickery?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Or Morbius. They could have been earlier Morbiuses. The Quarks were set to return in this story. Do you remember the Quarks?
No.
From the Dominators.
Oh.
It was these.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But they were replaced with the Raston Warrior robot.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Jumping and disappearing and all that.
It certainly was.
Oh my goodness, we've been going for almost 2 hours. That's the... Oh, Shadow was longer.
Shadow was slightly longer, yeah.
Need to rest after that story.
Oh, Commander Maxill was supposed to be in it. Colin Baker was unavailable.
Oh,
I didn't know that either.
okay. That's alright, I'll just wait a few more months or whatever.
Apart from the Brigadier, this story is the first time that companions from different eras have met.
Ah!
So, like, obviously, Tegan... Well, they all met, basically.
Yeah.
Tegan, Turlo, Sarah Jane, Susan, basically.
Yeah,
And the
wow.
Brigadier.
That surprised me so much, Susan coming back.
Mm.
I never would have thought in a million years. I don't know what, but it's just... Obviously there's all this, being brought together stuff, but still, I don't know.
The original script from Terrance Dicks had Autons in it.
Ah, that would be cool.
But they didn't have enough time to film it.
I think they got enough with the Cybermen.
I think there was enough in
and
it.
the Master.
The story was the first in which both the Daleks and the Cybermen were in.
Oh, okay.
Marks the only time the Third Doctor ever comes close to meeting the Cybermen on screen. Obviously, we had the Brigadier's line, "Wonderful chap, all of them," which obviously he says in the Three Doctors. So he says,
yeah.
"Wonderful chap, both of them," or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that.
We obviously had the mention of Omega, and the Second Doctor and the Brig are talking, we've fought off the Yeti and the Cybermen, and of course Omega, don't forget Omega.
Yeah.
We had the Second Doctor saying, you've redecorated, I don't like
it. Yes,
there's
tons of little callbacks. This goes to show, all the Doctor Who that there's been at this point, really.
Well, there's been 20 years of it.
Yeah, and it's been on, I don't know, is it like a season a year or something?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
20, yeah.
We even had the First Doctor saying he doesn't like being called Doc, which is so First Doctor.
Yeah, I really liked Richard
Hurdle's First Doctor.
Yeah, I actually quite liked it. I think he sort of captured William Hartnell's sort of personality pretty well. Yeah, obviously he does look a fair bit different, but the way he sort of
it's
holds
not
his
bad
thing.
at all.
Yeah,
it's definitely the First Doctor, although it's not the same actor. It's still the same character almost. Yeah, I agree with you. He does not a bad job at all.
Yeah. But yeah, I loved this. It was a lot of fun. I mean, I would say it's near the excitement level of Earthshock. I mean, Earthshock, is intense from the very maybe not the very
this
beginning,
isn't quite an intense
but
level
very
of
to the end. As soon as the Cybermen appear, it's non-stop until the very end. But yeah, this isn't quite as much. But overall, it's just I love it.
It's a different kind of excitement.
Yes. Yeah.
Earthshock, you're constantly on the edge of your seat, pretty much.
Yeah.
This is just like,
yes.
Oh my god!
Seeing all the characters come back and seeing how the story goes. Just all of that.
It's all the nostalgia that it brings back as well.
Well, that's.
We've only been doing it over. Yeah.
That's insane. Characters. We've been doing this for just over 3 years.
And anyone else, watching it over 20 years, you can imagine not having seen the First Doctor in.
That
15 years.
That would have been whoa, he's back. Yeah.
Well, kind of. But yeah, Susan, at least for sure, not being in the show for 19 years.
Yeah.
18, 19 years.
There would have probably been kids who are these people?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Although it's kind of explained, grandfather.
Yes, it is, but,
how much Doctor Who Terrance Dicks had to read or watch to... I mean, Terrance Dicks wrote so many novelizations of the TV stories, so...
So yeah, he's kind of perfect to write this.
Yeah, he's yes, absolutely, he's perfect to write this. He's I don't know if he's written the most Doctor Who out of anyone if we include like books and things.
Well,
He may have done.
well, so okay, I guess if you're talking all the, outside stuff,
That
the
too,
novelist.
and if you count the number of stories he probably had to rewrite during when he was script editor.
Yeah, he was script editor for
all of John Pertwee.
Yeah.
From the War Games to
Robot?
Planet of Spiders. No, Planet of Spiders, I think.
Was it not a robot?
I think Barry Letts was still carried on to a robot. Or something like that.
Anything else? That's it.
I'm boiling.
So much.
It's so hot. Oh, I need 3 showers.
An absolutely wonderful celebration of 20 years of a really good show.
It's a really good show, guys.
I mean, do you need to...
An absolutely wonderful celebration of 20 years of a perfectly decent show.
Well, really
I'm glad you are enjoying doing these videos with me so much.
I am! I mean...
No, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. It's worth going through the not so good stuff to get to the good stuff. Because, the way they do it, sometimes they just have...
So you're saying that the light cannot exist without the dark?
Sure.
In the words of the Black Guardian.
Sure. I guess. Yeah. I can't just overlook the terrible episodes of Doctor Who, the terrible stories.
I do all the time. I frequently look, oh no, we've got Invasion of Time now. I've forgotten about that
one. Yeah, but, Doctor Who is a really good show. I really do like it, And I want to continue doing this, until the very end, till we get up to date. We have cups.
We'll do a cheers, and I'll use my empty glass.
We can go and put some water.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I think it's suitable.
Okay, here's to 20 years of Doctor Who.
And another 35.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you, BBC.
Oh, you need to give it a score out of 10.
You know what I'm going to give it.
3.
Yeah. Okay, but... No. 10. 10. Has to be done.
Okay. See you next time.
Thank you for watching.
And this is hopefully just going to go out. I'm going to do a premiere for this one because I think I like to watch along.
Did the last premiere go well?
I have no. I think it just went as normal. It was fun though. I like doing that stuff.
Alright. Well, I will. Maybe I'll check out the premiere.
Cool. Right. We'll see you for season 21.
So that wasn't the beginning of the season.
No.
That was just its own thing.
Yeah.
Cool. See, the next season begins next time. Bye.
That video that you've just seen, with 5 Doctors, we recorded that about just over a week ago.
Yeah.
We've had news, unfortunately, that Terrence Dix has died.
Yeah.
Which,
I mean, yeah.
It's crazy. It's so terrible. Because, well, I mean, we've loved everything he's ever written.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, he was the script editor and occasional writer, like, for the entire John Pertwee run?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then so he was a script editor for all of John Pertwee. Then he wrote Robot. He wrote State of Decay. He kind of wrote Brain of Morbius.
Okay. Yeah.
And obviously he wrote the 5 Doctors.
Of course, yes.
And what a ridiculous timing, really.
I mean, there was nothing sort of beforehand, that sort of, because, well, when the news came out, it was just, like...
Oh, he was just old, I think.
There was nothing before, illness, or...
Maybe, I don't know, to be honest. Maybe I've done some research. But
I mean, honestly, when the news... Like, when you let me know, right, I just was completely in shock. I didn't have anything to say. I just sort of...
Short illness, it says on Wikipedia.
Oh, okay. I mean, before we started, like, doing this whole Doctor Who watch-a-thon, or whatever, the Doctor Who stories that I did know, that I had seen, that I really liked, were all from the John Pertwee era, when Terence Dicks was the script editor. So I feel like his input basically made my early enjoyment of Doctor Who.
It's not. It goes even further than that. I mean, that's exactly the same story for me as well, and I'm sure it's the same story for thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah.
But it goes deeper than that, because I came home one day from uni. I'd got a new DVD. We obviously both liked Doctor Who at this point already, having watched the John Pertwee. I thought, I've got this one. I've heard it's really good. It's called The War Games.
Yes.
And so it was like, do you want to fancy watching The War Games with me?
Yeah.
And obviously, The War Games, written by Terence Dicks and Malcolm Hogg.
Yeah. Well.
But more importantly, by Terence Dicks. And we watched the whole thing in one go.
Yeah.
We didn't intend to do it.
10 parts, each of them 24 minutes.
And that was really the instigator for us doing these videos.
Exactly.
Because after you watched that, next day you came up to me and said, should we just watch all of Doctor Who from the beginning?
Yeah.
Having watched the War Games, it was absolutely that story.
That story was so incredible, the way that it just sort of started out like this intriguing concept, but then it kept getting bigger and bigger, more stuff kept getting introduced, and then at the end, it's incredible. It was absolutely brilliant, and it's still in my top 5. Like, we rewatched it as we started from the beginning, and then got to it. Like, I would still say that's one of my top 5 stories.
It's funny because Terence Dicks is the kind of person, I think in an interview I've heard once of him saying about being asked about the War Games, he said, well, the first part and the last part are okay, but there's a lot of nonsense in the middle, isn't there? You know,
he's brilliant nonsense.
He's a very funny person as well, I think, and really lovely. Like, in interviews, he's always smiling. Clearly loves Doctor Who so much. You know, we were talking in the video that you're just going to be such a long video now, but we just wanted to put this on there. But we were talking about how he's done all the novelizations. You know, I don't know how many. It's loads, but you know, I think the story is that, you know, whenever he was asked to do Doctor Who, he just said yes because he loved Doctor Who so much. Yeah, he's done. So other than that, he wrote for like the New Adventures. He wrote some 8th Doctor stories. Target novelizations: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 64.
64. Gosh.
64 books. That's just the novelizations. He did loads of other stuff too.
That's
even novelizing the first episode of the Sarah Jane Adventures.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really? That would have been like 2010 or maybe before that? No,
2007.
2007. Okay.
He did 2 stage plays. He wrote loads of non-fiction books. He did some big Finnish work. You know, it's crazy. You know, things that he's introduced. He introduced the Warlords. First story with actually showing other Time Lords.
Yeah.
First story on Gallifrey. He wrote the first story for the 4th Doctor, for Harry. You know.
I mean, would Doctor Who be the same without his input?
No, absolutely not.
No.
He's like, he's Doctor Who, the closest person to being the entire show.
Yeah.
Really was.
Definitely.
I think. Well, I think we said bye, but we'll say bye again.
Yes. Yes. Thanks.
This will go on the end.
Yeah.